And welcome back to episode 200 in this bitch.
To Hundo with a fresh cut.
200.
200, 200.
Other Hit the Showers podcast presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know your name. I just know what you look like, motherfucker. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yeah. I know I left you speechless, Cliff. I went to the shop, came back a new man. I know.
You look like the one motherfucker that hang out at the bodega too long.
Hey. I hope I win something.
And dap everybody up and hold the door for motherfuckers.
Hey.
We got my guy Malcolm King, the boys in the building with me, Q McLeod and CT in this bitch. How y'all feeling?
Good, man. Great old.
How was the
another fantastic Dolphin Day?
For who? For what?
Well, I could be a Raider.
What kind of Dolphins? Who are you talking about? Like actual Dolphins? You talking about a team?
He meant,
I thought we was talking football. I mean, I know the Raiders ain't going nowhere, so they probably think about gambling. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
listen,
we think about some dubs, baby.
So they got Tom Brady a part of that culture now. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
They ain't got shit.
Listen, man, I don't know. I think y'all counting us out too early. If I'm keeping it a buck, I think we about the same. We in the same boat at the moment. I think the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders are in the same boat at the moment.
Well, I mean, so? If you talking
hell
about
yeah,
the
they got
last
something to prove just like we do.
Well, of course.
I mean, that we all got something to prove.
So
I think we don't have the same expectations.
I think it was what I mean by that is I think it was a situation where the Dolphins fell short last year, and a lot of it did come from the loss of their quarterback and all that. And it's like this year they have something to prove. They actually have to make something happen, or it looks bad, and you're gonna start seeing teams break up, like pieces move on elsewhere. And I think the Raiders are in a similar boat. I think they made some acquisitions to, kind of get them in a better position. But when it's all said and done, I think this is the last year that motherfuckers is just willing to live with mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to see people request out and I want to trade or, all that bullshit. So, yeah, I mean, that's the only reason why I say I think we in the same boat. But what I will say, you and the Eagles, the Dolphins and the Eagles are in the same boat as well.
What you mean?
Y'all in the same motherfucking boat. And I ain't talking about Noah's Ark. Y'all both got a situation on y'all's hands where if y'all's QB1 goes down, it is raps for y'all. It's raps for y'all.
Cliff, you want to know why what you said doesn't quite add up?
Why?
Because that's almost every team in the league, Cliff.
If
Patrick Mahomes goes down, what happens, Cliff? If Mac Jones goes down, what happens, Cliff?
I swear.
If Justin Herbert goes down, what happens, Cliff? If Aaron Rodgers goes down, what happens, Cliff?
All I'm saying is I would have more faith in Zach Wilson than I would Skyler.
But that doesn't change it.
He is a second round. He is a second. Isn't he like the second pick of the draft?
Right. And that doesn't change the fact, Cliff, that once again, you can name every other team, and if their quarterback goes down, it's an issue. Lamar Jackson goes down, it's an issue in Baltimore.
But listen.
You just
Joe Burrow goes down.
You just hope you can stay above water until they get back.
Right. So you're not. So you're basically preaching to the choir. In essence, is what I'm saying. That's something. Basically, tell me something I didn't know is what I'm.
Yeah. I mean, Garoppolo go down. What y'all gonna do?
Right.
I mean, we gotta put in your boy, but I mean, I'm not saying that that's a better look by any means.
You just gotta manage with what you got.
Teams just don't got Nick Foles sitting on their
benches. You think we thought Nick Foles was going to carry the torch like he did? No, but you gotta work with what you got.
No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree, but based on them preseason games, it just did not look good.
Well, like you said, though, it's preseason, right? So we can't say. I guess what I'm saying is we have to say the same script. We can't say, "Well, I don't put too much thought into it. It's preseason. It's not real starters."
Completely understood. Well, see,
and then we can't say it look
this
too
is the
good.
thing. This is me holding it to the same accord, though, right? Because even when a motherfucker does good, I say it's preseason.
Right. So
but when a motherfucker does bad, that's a little worse.
No, that's a double standard.
It's not, because you're playing JV. Standard. It's JV NFL.
But you just said if you do good, you're like, I'm not impressed. But
right, because you're playing JV NFL. But if you do bad while you're playing JV NFL, I have a problem with that.
But where's the win in that situation either way, whether you win or lose? Where's the win in your
It's not about winning. That's why nobody wins the preseason.
But I guess, all right, let me change the wording. Where's the satisfaction for you then? If you're saying if a team wins, it's or players win.
You want to see your players do good in the preseason because that indicates that they're coming into the season with. It's not a double standard because I'm judging you to the same accord based off of the same people that you're playing. My concern is once you step on the field and it starts to get faster because you have the actual starters on there and you're making mistakes now, I'm concerned.
Even like some second dudes is probably giving these young dudes some pride, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes trying to earn their spot and stuff. And
that's what I'm getting at. Basically, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm good. And like some of these dudes probably never played in some of these crowds, you know what I'm saying? It's NFL now. The stage is way bigger.
Right. So that's another reason why I can't say I'm not impressed if they win, because a lot of them are guys who are just probably getting starts. Like
you can play bad now and be looking nice by a week.
It's going to take you a little bit before you get going.
I'd much rather a lot of them dudes probably dominated college, ran through a lot of.
You know that.
You know what I'm saying? Where it was too easy.
You know that. But basically, what I was getting at is this week alone, it was like what? 3 or 4 pick sixes that took place over the course of the week in the preseason. I know there was 2 in the Browns-Chiefs game. I believe there was a pick 6 in that game as well, and I don't know. I'm not about to just be racking, but I'm saying that's a lot of mistakes from a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the indication that you just getting pick 6s may be that people aren't trying as hard. I don't know, but that shouldn't take place. You shouldn't be throwing interceptions in the first place, let alone be to Skylar Thompson and Mike King of South Beach White.
Well, it's fine with throwing jabs. Just we'll see whose team's the last team standing, and historically, it's not been yours. So I mean, throw the jabs all you want. You still gotta fall. You still gotta fall eventually.
That's fair.
It's like the nigga that talks shit all day just to wait to get his ass whooped after school. Like, all right, all school.
I don't know nothing about that.
That's fine with the.
We developed them.
He ain't developed.
We're talking in the now. I ain't talking about the continuation until Tua gets in that starting lineup week 1 to do his thing.
And I expect him to, as well as I expect Jalen Hurts to. I expect both of them to do their thing. And God willing, they have a healthy and, productive season.
And I keep telling you
too much immediately. Very rarely does a motherfucker just come in and wipe the whole shit in a season. You gotta gradually insert yourself into the system, but you can't just be like, all these plays is out, here's a whole new playbook.
I mean, Todd Haley did it when he went to Pittsburgh. Y'all don't remember that? That's the first thing.
I don't see it changing.
Didn't take a lot of moving parts. I'm more so speaking to like a motherfucker changing up the offense, having a dog quarterback and a dog wide receiver that got a connection. If they go out there and they see something open, fuck damn the play.
And see, that's what I mean. That's what we got to see because we don't know how this. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen this yet with this new.
I'm sure their chemistry only getting better too.
Right. It doesn't matter.
There's a lot of you can go. The list goes on. You can go Tim Tebow, Troy Smith.
Right.
When's the last wide receiver that got Heisman? Probably never. I'm about to say it's been.
I'm sure I could look it up.
Yeah, look it up because I don't know.
Hadn't for the longest, bro.
Well, we've seen Devontae Smith as a wide receiver one, for real.
When?
And that year that he had that arm issue.
Rookie year?
Yeah, was that his rookie year?
So he's only been in the league 2 years. In the second year, he went to the Super Bowl.
He's the fourth wide receiver to ever do
that. So for a wide receiver to come get one.
Yeah, I mean,
he's different.
I don't know if I would give him wide receiver one yet.
I am. I think this is going to be a breakout year for him.
I mean, if he didn't have A.J. Brown, of course he'd be wide receiver one. But in that situation, that kind of explains things.
Right, why we went out and got A.J. Brown.
New guy comes in, you were the Heisman winner, and you become instantly wide receiver two, even though you might quite possibly be good enough to be the one.
You put him on the Patriots, he's wide receiver one all day.
Yeah, you put him on a few teams, he's wide receiver.
A lot of teams.
Not a lot. You put him on a few, but not a lot.
I'm just saying, this year he's going to go crazy.
Because you got look at these young guys that's in here dominating. Garrett Wilson, like Chris says, Chris Olave, Jackson, whatever the hell his name is.
Smith and
you know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, like, don't sleep on the young. I mean, he's still young himself, but I'm saying like some of these guys that are just now coming in, Zay Flowers.
Woo. You know, another thing that I don't think that it's going to be very interesting to see how the game evolves in the upcoming years, right? Because there's going to be a flooding of wide receivers and DBs that hit the NFL over the next few years to the point that everybody can get a snatch.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can get a gem from 1 through 30 in the first round.
Yep.
And it's going to change a lot of things. It might even change the way the game gets played for real. Maybe that's kind of why they feel like they can neglect the running back position.
Mm-hmm.
Because forecast tells me it's going to be raining wide receivers and DBs. And good ones, too. I don't mean just a lot of them coming out. I mean good wide receivers that you're going to be in DBs that you're going to see coming out of there even in second and third rounds. I don't know. That's interesting. So maybe the Raiders played it absolutely correct then. Maybe they say we gonna wait it out until we strike DB gold, and then we just gonna draft them all and get it right. Especially when you look at all these youngins coming out, getting cornerback, number one cornerback of the year, rookie year type shit. That's going to be a thing. Everybody sees destroying in these one-on-ones. Motherfuckers is practicing they fucking skills at the crib, whether it be route running, switching to the hips as a DB, all that bullshit. I guarantee you're going to see hella motherfuckers out there.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be some dogs.
So what you saying? Y'all tanking for Caleb Williams?
Who?
They said he's not even the
Raiders. The Raiders?
They said, They said Travis Hunter is supposed to be the number one guy in the latest.
I think that we're gonna see college quarterbacks that pass him.
Yeah.
I think that this year might have been his best year to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of going back, I think that ends up hurting his stock a bit. I think you see some quarterbacks that nobody had their eyes on, start to move up, and it's like, well, we're not thinking about Caleb Williams like that anymore.
I mean, he's still going to be a top 5, top 3 quarterback, though.
Yeah, he's still going to get drafted high, but I don't see.
They're comparing him to Patrick Mahomes.
I guess I'm confused as to why he chose to stay when he could have been a top 7 this year.
That's no different than when Tebow stayed after he beat y'all back in the day. He stayed, 3 years?
Right, but Tebow also won. We know USC ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, but
USC ain't getting nothing, so what you stay there for?
But it's not about. I mean, yeah, I see your point on that.
Like, what did you stay for? Like, because you're not gonna get a ring at USC, so you stayed there to prove more, to try to get number. Like, my logical mind comes to the fact that you knew you wasn't gonna go, like I said, high this year. So you said, let me wait it out till next year so I can get a number 1 pick of the draft type contract. But that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because even college football is a dangerous sport. And mind you, there's killers coming out every year that nobody knew about.
True.
Where'd this kid come from? Type shit.
Right.
So why risk that? It just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, you bring up good points. I
know I'm not him. Like, he may have a manager that explained it perfectly as to why.
Well, a lot of these guys are getting where they're at. Why don't they want to leave? Why don't they want more? Why don't they want that to do better? Everybody's dream is not the same. Good money, and I'm in college.
It
I'm
may
shining
be
right.
That you may have hit
something.
Happen
to be Aaron Rodgers backup in the league, making the rookie minimum. You know what I mean?
You may have hit something there. Now that makes a little bit more sense to me. But the only reason why I was saying it was different from Angel Reese, because it's not a lot of career-ending injuries that happen in the WNBA. Injuries happen, but it's not a lot of career-ending injuries that happen in women's college basketball or the WNBA. So you're not really risking much in that, situation. But when you choose to say another year in college as a quarterback, we can't get to you because of your offensive line, but make no mistake, you are the number 1 targeted position on the field. Why risk that?
Right.
Why? I just don't get it. Why risk it? Whether you getting, and he ain't getting no more than 2.5.
Let me see. I can find out for you in a moment.
I guarantee you it ain't 2.5. I guarantee you it ain't 1 point. It's probably at max 1.7.
2.6.
That's what he getting?
This is an estimate. And that's just the estimate, 2.6 million.
So he probably getting more than that.
Right. It says Arch Manning's about to make 3.7 million.
You knew that though.
He ain't. But once again, he may be somebody that rides the wave.
Right, exactly. You don't have to be good as a Manning to get that bread in the era where you can get paid off your name.
Right.
The people that came before you made the name.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So now if you're halfway decent, the name with you being okay is going to get you paid.
True.
So I can understand Archie getting paid. And you got the name of the original Peyton. Or the original Manning, I meant. I said the original Peyton. You got the name of the original Manning that, led the way.
The head, yeah.
He wasn't no Peyton or Eli, and that's the truth. His daddy was never.
Oh, no, he wasn't. I thought you were saying the youngin.
I got his jersey, though.
I had a Peyton. I definitely had a Peyton Manning Colts jersey.
I got an Archie Manning.
Right, that's what you. I knew that.
Oh. Yeah, what did he play for the U?
For the Saints.
Yeah, he played for the Saints.
Yeah. I know the Mannings they play for the U.
Yeah, not good enough.
Ole Miss, Tennessee.
Ole Miss, yeah.
Because they mad Archie was leaning towards Texas. Did he commit to Texas?
Yep.
That's what I thought. I get it, though.
But, hey, Caleb Williams is estimated to make $2.6 million.
What's Shador made?
And I mean, that's all right. That's all right.
That's great to be getting an education at one of the best colleges.
No, I agree with that. But my whole thing is, if my dream is to hit the league, at least 80% of that is coming with you, and you getting league money now, and you starting your league with the risk being that I'm already here. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to start. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say you don't want to, because clearly he does. But I wouldn't want to start a season where I'm at risk of losing it all before I got it. And they already wanted you.
Who knows? He gets USC in the football playoff. Ending in one of the top 4 teams, raises his stock, and maybe he goes number 1.
True. Yeah,
that's very likely. That's very likely, to take place. Well, I don't know about with the playoffs and all that, but it's likely that he does raise his stock. I'm just saying, it's a lot of killers out there.
Hey, you got guys all the time that bet on themselves.
You don't want to get shown up by somebody that can't even go to the league next year. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Like, he ain't even put in his 2 years yet, and this nigga just shitted on you, and now you thought you was going... Like, come on. You don't want that to happen.
If that happens, you're not ready for the league. You're not ready for the league if you let some cat just outshow you and whoop y'all ass. You can't put points.
Well, no, I'm not even saying like a direct team against like playing him. I'm just saying like looking at somebody in a completely different conference, because there's always somebody that like plays in a shit conference but plays real live teams, and they're like, who is this freshman out here doing all? And then everybody was like, we thought it was gonna be Caleb, but this kid is. And now all of a sudden everybody looking at you like,
Well, we got to be realistic, because Zach Wilson happened.
So did Trey Lance.
Listen, I
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said it, though. We talked about that. I feel like there's nothing. He's still going to be a good quarterback. It's just a matter of him catching the rhythm of this league.
Trey Lance is going to end up turning into a Marcus Mariota situation. He'll just float around and play backup. He's not going to be or like a Vince Young. Vince Young never panned out. That's probably what it's going to be. It's going to be like those. Like, where they'll get a shot, but they don't pan out. John Lynch said that they made a big mistake drafting him. I think he said something like,
of course they made a big mistake. They traded a first round pick. They traded shit to get up to the 3rd pick to get him.
Right.
Of course they made a bad mistake.
Right. He didn't. He's not.
No, they did. No, they did. They ain't made no bad mistake.
Why didn't they?
Because the Miami Dolphins improved based on what they did. You know what I mean? We used that draft capital received from San Francisco to acquire Tyreek Hill, Bradley Chubb.
Y'all got Jeff Wilson.
I forget the third guy, but we got 3 great players. So yeah, that was a damn good.
Y'all got
fucking right. 49 to do it again.
But what did you get from him though?
What do you mean? They because they traded up to get Trey Lance.
Right. So essentially, you traded a first-round pick that could have been something else.
We acquired a few first-round picks off that shit.
Did they all come from San Fran?
Either directly or by the way up.
I mean, either way, they gave them
3,
up. Right.
Yeah. They let them go. Because you got to remember, they weren't after Kaepernick took him to the Super Bowl, they had a bunch of dog years. So they had mediocre teams in fucking draft cap. And that was it.
Who was their quarterback prior to Kaepernick? Because even Kaepernick wasn't brought in as a starter.
Was it Alex Smith?
It was Alex Smith.
Okay.
Because they shipped him over off the KC.
Yeah, because Kaepernick wasn't a starter. He took over, and then they rocked with him.
Yeah. I believe Alex Smith got hurt, wasn't it?
That might have been. Mm-hmm. That might be.
Stay hurt.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. But I don't know. All I know is I don't judge much based off of, preseason, and we've had that talk 1,000 times. But what I will say, these motherfucking kickers.
Oh, yeah, they've been going in.
I don't know if they showing out because they, got no pressure because it's preseason. Except for York for Cleveland. He got pressure because that nigga done missed I feel like he missed more than he kicks.
He got unemployment.
Didn't y'all trade him?
I was going to say, he ain't got no job right now.
York?
Y'all traded him or
something, he kicked for,
y'all brought in a Chargers kicker.
Yeah, that was the last kick, Blue.
They fired
him.
In
the preseason, was it? And that ain't y'all. I ain't no Browns fan, motherfucker. He tried y'all me. But yeah, nah, my Raiders kicker just hit a 62-yarder. Carlson.
Yeah,
Daniel Carlson.
But I mean, that's not out the norm for Raiders. So when you see them line up and see that kicker out there, you think
they're trying to down my squad everywhere but the boot.
No, I'm just saying.
Y'all just be down in my squad and then gonna say, but the kicker on the Raiders.
Marcus King, Sebastian. I mean, that's what y'all know. But look, y'all the niggas that drafted a punter and a kicker, wasn't it in the first round back in the day? And they ended up being Hall of Famers with Janikowski and who was the other one?
The punter?
Somebody else.
Leckler?
Yeah. Was that him?
Shane Leckler, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all know him for that. Y'all definitely know him for that.
But they just traded their good. Not them. Never mind. I'm talking about Cleveland.
Yeah. Why you keep yawing me, motherfucker?
Because they know you a Cavs fan.
I ain't involved in this dog pound, baby.
They know you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm from the O, so I wish them well, But I ain't involved in the dog pound. But the Eagles kicker kicked a 59-yarder against the Colts.
I mean, that's nothing shocking. We've been known for kickers too, David
when nobody's watching, but when the lights is bright on them Sundays.
That's what we gonna see. Listen, let me say something, because that was news to me that they got rid of Kate York. But I completely understand it. I completely understand.
Liability, can't have that.
I completely understand.
Can't lose games like that.
I think that nigga had the yips. Like he forgot what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like where shit that you do on a regular just feels off to you, and you can't get back right.
We're smoking too much of that reefer in the off season.
Maybe not smoking enough. They ain't testing for it now. Get your blaze on.
If you doing that sober, you probably don't need to smoke none.
You might be right.
K York did sign with the Titans practice squad.
Yeah.
He gonna get right. He gonna be back.
He'll get his chance.
He gonna be back because he has a leg. It's just he be missing them Jones, man. It's like, yeah, I think it's the yips. It's the same shit that Simone Biles had, but they call it something different in gymnastics. I'm telling you. And she was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. The twist was off with an extra couple ounces in your stomach.
He said the twist.
You know? It was another kicker that booted one. I can't remember who it was.
Fuck them niggas.
Oh, Gano.
We got rid of Nick Folk too. I saw
it. Was Gano. It was Graham Gano for the Giants. He hit like 250. He hit a 57 and a 56, I believe.
Yeah, he got traded.
And that was a beautiful little touchdown pass, little fader that Aaron Rodgers threw to Garrett Wilson in that game.
Yeah, I told you about that.
I'm telling you, man.
I think the Patriots traded Nick Folk to Tennessee too. Something about a family issue where he wanted to be closer to home or something.
You said Nick Foles?
Nick Folk.
Oh, I was about to say.
Kicker.
I was about to fucking say. But let's get into these predictions. I want to hear y'all. We gonna do top threes in offensive positions: wide receiver, quarterback, running back. I want to hear who y'all think y'all's top threes in them categories gonna be.
Well, that's gonna be hard, right? Because what about I don't know all the the rookies that are out there. There's some rookies, for example, that I think might end up in some of those categories, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
Like in what position?
Like Will Anderson. He's probably gonna be a top linebacker. It looks like this year.
I said wide receiver, quarterback.
Oh, but I mean, are you gonna do all the skill positions or just?
Nah, just those for now, and we'll see where that takes us. Because we it's only 8:15, so we only 45 in.
Let's see what we got.
But on the top three on the wide receiver, I want to know that what y'all see. You think it's going to be the same way it's been being?
I got Tyreek Hill
at number one, or no particular order.
No order. Of course, JJ. And then I'm gonna go with somebody like, of course, Devontae Adams. Yeah.
Okay, I need an order then. Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams. Order that out for me.
I go.
Cause that's kind of typical. That's kind of a typical. Or so I need an order out of it.
And like most receiving yards this year.
I mean, you know how they do it. Like, it don't always have to be yards because sometimes players get less yards than others, but they get more.
I think he's just saying one through the three. Where are you ranking them?
Right.
Okay, all right. I'll go Tyreek 1. He's gonna have a probably crazy year, and then Devontae, he's gonna have the same type of year, and then JJ. I'll put JJ 3.
Okay.
Crazy as that sounds, but yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all got?
Yeah.
Next up.
I'm gonna say Hill, Stephon Diggs, and Justin Jefferson. But put Justin Jefferson second and put Stephon Diggs third.
I was about to ask about that if that was okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Q'd out?
He's finna do the whole Miami wide receiver.
Right, you gonna say Tyreek Hill,
Fuck, I might as
Jalen
well.
Waddle, Sherfield.
No, Sherfield not there.
All Pro Bowls.
No, I got Tyreek Hill. I got a sleeper, Garrett Wilson, and Devontae Adams.
It's crazy,
In that
man.
JJ didn't even make his list.
That's crazy. See, here's my thing, and it's funny that Keith said that. What was you about to say, Keith?
I was finna say, fuck JJ. Garrett took his spot.
You know, it's crazy that Keith say that.
No Kirk Cousins.
It's crazy that you say that because my three, I got Garrett Wilson at the top, actually.
No Jamar Chase.
Yes, I do. I have Garrett Wilson at the top, and I'm going to explain why, too. And then I had Tyreek Hill, but I crossed it out and I put Justin Jefferson. And then I'm rounding it out with Devontae Adams, of course. But I'm going to explain to you why. Garrett Wilson, because I think he was top notch last year. He just had a whole bunch of Elmer Fudd duck hunters throwing him the ball. As in Zach Wilson, Mike White, all the motherfuckers that kept rotating in and out. But for some reason, he continued to be the only one producing on the field. I think all that Aaron Rodgers does for him is make him have to work less at getting the ball. I don't have to come get it. I don't have to go up and battle for it with everybody because you threw me a duck. I'm going to get it where it needs to be, which makes me think that he's going to, surpass everybody. And another reason why I say that is because they've been making a good connection with each other, which lets me, believe that Aaron Rodgers favors him over the others, as in Lazard and all them. So he's going to make sure he gets the guy that he likes the ball. And he's good enough to take the one. The only reason why I crossed out Tyreek Hill and put Justin Jefferson is because Tyreek Hill still has other great receivers around him. You know what I'm saying? And I do think the ball's going to get spread out a lot. And don't get me wrong, I remember, Q, I see you making that face. I do remember last year, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were the number 1 and the number 2 even working together for the first, I think, 6 weeks of the season. I do remember that. But I think it's also... And what?
And
what?
And
what?
Even in the absence of Tua.
Yeah, oh, no, you're right. You are correct. You are correct. And I don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to say it. Because I don't like even putting the words out there. I don't have faith Tua makes it through a whole season.
Tyreek still had 119 catches, 1,710 yards.
Well, we know listen, Tyreek Hill, that's another thing. I'm not taking nothing away from him because the nigga is the truth.
Which other guy on your list? Which other guy on your list still, under those circumstances, able to produce those numbers?
Devontae, and he's my third. And the only reason why I say so is because you think about the 1 and the 2 in Miami, that's Tyreek Hill, that's Jalen Waddle. You think about the 1 and the 2 in Vegas, that's Devontae Adams, that's Jacoby Myers. We know there's a clear difference between the two of them. So he's going to be getting the bulk of the passes, whereas I feel like the passes will be split in a Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill situation. So if you do what you do, as in wide receiver shit, catch the ball, get a couple yards after the catch, it makes more sense that be my list, because Minnesota traded Thielen.
Adam Thielen?
Yeah. So who do you really have to throw to other than Justin Jefferson? No one?
That sounds like a Minnesota problem.
Well, of course, but that's also why I put Justin Jefferson at 2, because as long as he doesn't get injured, he's going to be taking the bulk of the targets.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you're looking at Tyreek having 119 catches versus a Waddle 75.
But let's not act like Waddle. Let's not act like Waddle. Not something either, though. Let's not act like he had,
nasty.
And I'm sure he been in the gym, and I'm sure he been working on all the bullshit. And I'm sure that now that Tua took that little bell ring, he's gonna be moving a little bit more, and it's about availability more than your skill at that point. And if Waddle's the closest one to me, I'm getting rid of it.
My argument is, ain't no fucking way you scratch Tyreek out of your top 3 for no motherfucking Devontae
or Greg.
And you know what's crazy is I thought that too. I thought I should bump Tyreek down, but then I would have had to scratch out Devontae, and I just wasn't going to do it. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Tyreek could catch a 2-yard pass and turn that bitch into 90 yards just to laugh at you.
No, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. And he did something like it in the preseason, not for 90, but...
Yeah, but he hit that corner real hard on him.
Man, ain't nobody fast enough to keep up with that.
Yeah, different football speed.
He would be my nightmare. My nightmare as a corner.
That's why he got to stay in top 3 for now. Because nobody else produces
that threat.
That fact.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's correct, though. I think Devontae does it as well, just in a different way. He's not going to hit you with the speed, but he is very fast, and his route running is impeccable.
Jamar Chase, too.
Yeah, I agree, but he always seems to be scratching up the surface. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has great stats, but he's never up. Like, Justin Jefferson has shown I can separate myself not only from my people I came out with, but everybody in the league. Jamar Chase is yet to do that.
When he went to the Super Bowl?
You said what?
When they went to the Super Bowl?
Still don't know. And the difference is who's a better quarterback, Joe Burrow or Kirk Cousins?
I'm sure Joe Burrow.
Right. So I'd much rather have.
But Kurt ain't bad either.
Listen, he's not bad, but we saw what Justin had to do just to extend the drive on that one catch that they comparing to who was it that I saw where he jumped up and grabbed it with the one hand and pulled it back.
Oh, the OBJ.
They trying to say that that's the new, that's the new best reach back grab and all that. But I bring that up to say Kirk Cousins threw up a prayer. And Justin Jefferson went up and he grabbed it. Joe Burrow doesn't do that to Jamar. He doesn't do that. He does not do that to Jamar. Now, Jamar may have good snatches, but Joe's not just throwing them up and hoping
crazy.
Nah, that's not, I don't care
That's how Kirk has made his money in the league. To be honest with you, tossing that damn thing up,
man.
And that's how Joe Burrow's gonna make his bread, tossing it at the fucking Chase.
Joe Burrow
Yeah, he
has,
do just toss it
and I'm
out.
not saying that Kirk Cousins doesn't have talent. I'm just saying Joe Burrow actually has a different kind of talent. He has ball placement. He has a good read of the field. He's not making hella mistakes.
You gotta go watch the tape on this guy, Jamar Chase. Then
And
that's
the only
crazy.
reason that Joe Burrow even gets hurried up is because, like we know, you chose to pass up on an old lineman to go for your guy, Jamar Chase. So it's going to take some time for us to build up a good line around you for you not to have to do that. But even with Joe having all that he's fighting against, you don't see him just throwing shit up like you do Kirk Cousins.
He's not that far off from Justin Jefferson to me, so
I don't think Jamar is. I'm not saying that that's the thing. I'm just saying that I think Justin works for his and he still shows I can be a number one wide receiver. Jamar has yet to show me I'm a number one in the league wide receiver. You're good, never show me one though.
Well, he did until he hurt his hip. He was number one until he hurt his hip his rookie season.
He was on his way.
No, he was number one until he hurt his hip.
Number one.
He was number one until he got hurt. That's what I'm
saying. Right, which means you were on your way.
But you said you wanted to see him be a number one.
Right? Like he said he was.
Listen, but there's a lot of people that start out high. Breece Hall was gonna be number one rookie offensive player of the year, right? But you didn't because you got hurt. You were on your way to that. But you cannot achieve that until the end of the season comes and we calculate the totals.
So you're talking about a guy being number one on the season, not number one, with potential
not
capability.
Not for a week or two, not for 6 or 7. What I'm asking right here with the position predictions is at the end of the season, who is going to be 1, 2, and 3 in those positions, not who led it for 6, 8 weeks because we talked about that earlier. Durability, longevity, all of that is a part of your skill set. If you can't make it through a season, but you're the number one wide receiver, that makes me think before I draft you or I pick you or I trade for you. Wait a minute. I don't know if I want that. I'd much rather have the 2 guy that can make it through the whole season and I know what to expect from him.
What year did he go to the Super Bowl in? Year 2?
Yeah.
Was he not number one then?
No, he wasn't. I'm saying
Jamar,
statistically.
you're my number 5.
I'm not saying what you saw. I'm saying statistically.
They don't even use Tyler Boyd for real like that. The way they just be throwing it to Chase.
They starting to.
They're starting to.
And that may be because he got hurt last year, but.
Well, T gets a lot of targets.
Higgins,
This dude Chase get like 15 targets, if not.
He's great. Crazy. I'm not taking nothing away from his skill. I just need to see you do it throughout the entire season, and then statistically be ranked in that 1, 2, or 3 spot. I haven't seen it yet.
And get him to the Super Bowl. He wasn't top 3 that year.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. And that's why Madden always plays him on the rating. And they always ask him, who's better out of you, Justin Jefferson, you or Justin Jefferson?
Well, that comes down to usage.
And even he say Justin Jefferson sometimes. That nigga me some days, Justin some others.
If they were
that's like his bro.
Yeah, if they were switching around, it'd probably be very similar though.
But Monk's my bro. I'm gonna tell you I'm better every day. That's just me.
Hey. That's called freedom of speech.
I'm better every day.
It don't mean it's true. It's something that people throw out there, but I'm not mad at it.
But think about it. That's why all of us have said our lists, and Justin Jefferson didn't make it there.
What you mean? I said
wait.
Jamar Chase.
He was an honorable mention.
I didn't name him just because of usage. That's literally why I didn't name him. It's just because of usage.
He was going to be fourth on my list if he had fourth.
T. Higgins. What? Who else is there?
Let's put a 4 in. We can put a 4 on that, and I'll put
I'm putting Chase.
Well, I gotta put Tyreek.
Chase is him.
And I believe that. I do believe that. He's a great wide receiver, but I gotta see you throughout the season. And that was a good season. I'm not saying nothing like that. But when you look at the stats, that's why he wasn't
top
up
100.
there.
I think he was like top 30.
That's subjective, though. I don't agree with that.
The peers, that's your peers voting on that. See what it was. It was probably top 40, top 30.
And yeah, I definitely agree of current players. I agree with that of current. But yeah, if beyond current players, you ain't paid your dues yet.
Jamar Chase is number 5. That's
on the
crazy.
On the current top 100.
Top 100 players for the season, number 5.
That is a little crazy. Now that's a little wild.
Joe Burrow's number 4. Jalen Hurts.
He was number 5.
You said Jalen Hurts number 3.
Yeah, and
1 and 2 is what, Patty and
Justin Jefferson.
So that's crazy. That's even crazier.
But I think it comes down to UC. I don't know how they rank like whoever votes on this shit. Because to me, it was just a usage thing.
Man, that's even crazier to think about, man.
They got Tyreek Hill number 16. That's wild. He should be higher than 16.
No, that's old then.
Well, that's on everybody. That's everybody in the league, right?
Yeah, that's the top 100.
Yeah, that is wild that you can put Jamar Chase at a 5 and Tyreek at a 16. That goes to show it's a little subjective there.
And he's like that.
That's subjective.
No, don't try.
That's definitely.
Don't try to say something.
What world does that make sense? Tyreek Hill is 11 points down from Jamar Chase. What world is that real?
Shorty different.
No, not like that. Not like that.
His quarterback is 4 and he's 5th.
Not like that. He's not. That was by a Bengals fan who made that fucking list.
No, don't try to do those bullshit.
That's exactly what that was. Now, what about?
I like that.
What
fuck all that. They rating TikToks and shit.
Right. That was an Instagram user that put that list out.
Whoever put that list out, thank you.
Yeah, because he feel like he right, but you just blowing up heads and putting out false narratives.
I'm changing my list.
But then I found a list on USAToday.com, and they got Jamar Chase at number 39.
Ooh. I said it top 40, so yeah.
USA Today, who they got at the 1 through the 5?
Tyreek was probably 4 that year.
Patty Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts, Nick Bosa, and Travis Kelce.
Oh, that's putting in linebackers and stuff too. So.
Well, this is
the top 100 players of the league. That's what it is. It's the top.
What year is this though? Like
that's current.
Where did Tyreek fall on that list?
Number 7.
See, that makes more sense.
That sounds right. That sounds like this year's.
Tyreek was 7. And you had Jamar at what? 39, you said?
Fucking right.
Now that's wild. That gap is wild, but I'm saying like it still makes more sense to put
Hold on. How is it wild?
A
You
39?
just gave us a whole spiel of how
Waddle's
Jamar needs to prove shit. And you said that's wild that he's at 39?
39 is kind of crazy.
You
Waddle's
crazy.
44.
Who?
Waddle.
Yes.
Yeah, nah, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild.
Aaron Rodgers is 51.
You're not
you think Waddle's better than Chase?
Yeah, you're not putting Waddle over Chase.
You
No, in
now,
no way,
boy.
shape, or form are you putting Waddle over Chase.
You clowning.
Now, you made last year because of the injury that took place.
Or the year he went to the Super Bowl where he was ranked 5th. That's the year he was ranked 5th.
I'm going to say this again. Cliff just went on a whole rant about how Jamar Chase needs to prove some shit.
Right.
Okay. So I don't have to say nothing.
And Waddle proved it?
So Waddle didn't have a good season last year?
He had a good season, but not good enough that I would just be saying put him above Jamar, even though Jamar's been injured. No, not that good.
I think that he's going to have a better season than Jamar Chase to be placed ahead of him.
Say that again. I'm sorry, my headphones.
You cut out. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I want to believe that the season that Jalen Waddle had last year warranted him higher than Jamar Chase from last season.
No, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying over the.
But overall.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Hold on, y'all finna stop fucking window shopping. We 4 men in this motherfucker. All right, stop window shopping. That's all you doing with your Chase.
Man, stop. This nigga crazy as fuck. He trying to say Jamar Chase a handbag with the busted stitching.
He ain't in your top 3.
No, he's not.
I'll put him at 4.
But he's also not 39, and
he was my honorable mention.
I mean, Waddle ain't Waddle's nice. I mean, he's no AJ Brown. He's no AJ Brown, cute, but he's nice. Right. Hey, check this out. I got something for you.
No AJ.
AJ is number, where he at?
Not with Chase.
14.
No. AJ's 22.
22.
Yeah.
So AJ is a 22 and Waddle's a 24?
No, Waddle's a 34.
No, 24 is what my.
No, Waddle's a 40. Waddle's a 44.
44.
Oh, 44.
Oh. Why are we having this argument then? I thought you said 24. Y'all just let me rock.
But I made my argument why he should be higher.
It's a I don't know if it's an update that went through. I don't know if it's Zoom or Streamlabs or whatever the case. But now when motherfuckers start talking, it lowers the volume on, everybody else. So if I'm talking and you start talking, I can't hear you at all. Before I could hear you talking, now I can't hear anything.
Update or something like you said, yeah. Shit crazy.
But yeah, no, if it was 44, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Listen, I rest my case.
You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. What about top 3 quarterbacks? I feel like that should be pretty smooth. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Patty P.
Patty P has to. I think he's proved it.
MVP Lamar Jackson.
Oh, let me put that here.
And this last spot's kind of tough.
I'll put that. I'm done. Lamar is another one. That's the Jamar Chase of the quarterback position.
Don't do that. He's sitting with an MVP already.
Not in a situation of you haven't proved yourself, but in a situation of you haven't made it through a season since I can remember.
Or they did and got smacked in the playoffs. But yeah, this last spot, it might have to be. It's a lot of them boys out there. I'm gonna go Herbert.
Ooh, that's interesting. I like that though. I like that list.
There's a lot of them when you think about it.
I like that list. What you thinking, Q?
Thinking weapons. I like Patrick at 1.
Damn, I didn't think of. I forgot Josh Allen.
Fuck that boy. I'm going number 2. Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I was about to say, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Good pick.
Blonde Barbie.
All right. He said sunshine at 2. Who the 3?
Well, my boy should have ended up 1 last year, but he got hurt. He had a long season. 2 and number 3, goddamn it.
I ain't played.
He gonna continue on the continuation of the continuation from last year.
I hear you.
He didn't think about A-Rod.
I hear you.
Huh?
He didn't say Mac Jones.
Whoa.
MIA. Mine already got written
hold
down.
on. Mac Jones.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a Patriots
fan
fan
talking. He definitely wasn't gonna say nobody in the division.
He could be my number 29.
Mark, who you got top 3 quarterbacks?
I'm gonna go Patty, Jalen, and I don't know. Joe Burrow's injuries kind of got me suspicious about him this season, but
you can go with Josh Allen.
Let me see.
Josh Allen, A-Rod.
I'm gonna throw a dark horse. I'm gonna do that boy Herbert. That boy a dog. Yeah.
Hey, you thinking like me? That's why I put at 3.
That boy Herbert a dog. That nigga's numbers in his first couple seasons.
I was telling you.
Hopefully Keenan Allen stay healthy and all the rest of the crew.
Hey, that's what you need, his team to stay healthy. But I'm going Patrick Mahomes. I'm throwing A-Rod at 2. And I'm throwing Jalen Hurts at 3.
You got the number 1. You got the 51 best player in the league, and number 2.
Yeah, number 2 in these hoes.
He in a different scenery. It might be nice for him.
I think it already is.
Scenery can change, but the offensive line seems very familiar, and it's not good.
He got a good defense.
Familiar's not a bad thing, though.
The defense can't block for you, though, CT.
When he got a good defense, he always make something happen. So just block
the last time he been to the Super Bowl was 2011.
Shit, the defense scored 2/3 of the Jets' points last season.
That's what I'm saying.
The fuck?
But AQ, what we just say the other night, everybody got better, bro. We're saying A-Rod to the Jets. It sounds good. We're saying a few others. It sounds good. But everybody did something, basically. Almost everybody else did something well.
I mean, we're going to see. That's all we can do is see.
Hey, we some dogs out here. Fuck out of here.
Y'all Dolphins. Y'all ain't no motherfucking dogs. Running back. Top 3 running backs. Who we got there? He wasn't ready.
I'm going to say your boy Jacobs.
At the 1?
Yeah, why not?
I got him there.
What?
Why not?
Yeah, he's sold out too.
He had one good year.
No, he didn't. His rookie year was doghouse too. He just didn't. He got hurt.
Last year was
crazy. I'm gonna go Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh.
He's all around. And I'll just go Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Ooh, I like your list.
You know, a little something, something. Yeah.
Excuse me.
CMC.
At one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm back.
I will go Zeke. No, I'm just playing. Not Zeke.
This nigga said Mac Jones at
bro.
quarterback. I know on the list he was 123.
Mac
I gotta
Jones.
go Derrick Henry.
Yeah, look it up. Just D. Henry.
He ain't make the list.
He ain't
make the top
He
100.
didn't make it.
Because he was 123.
And we gotta go. That's tough. No, Jonathan Taylor's not even playing.
Not yet. We ain't heard nothing yet. That's why I left him off mine.
These running backs don't be getting over. Hold on, who am I?
They don't.
I'm gonna go
Aaron Jones. Don't sleep on Aaron
Tony
Jones.
Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
He's gonna have a good year. He's a main guy.
Is he in the draft, the fantasy?
What you mean?
Is CT in the fantasy?
Of course. What?
To make sure my screen was working.
He giving out free money. We know how this nigga drafting. He giving out free.
Did he just say?
No, he's not giving out free. He do give out free money because he let Tua go last season.
Hey, I ain't trying to wait for Tua to get back.
I waited patiently, motherfucker.
It's all right. Who you got, kid?
I ain't got Tony Pollard.
I guarantee you don't. Damn, why'd I do that?
I was brain farted on that last spot. Like
he said T. Pollard. That's wild. That's mayhem.
Been playing too much Madden.
Right, it is. It's insane. Nuts.
I got Saquon at number 1.
At 1? Okay.
I forget. Yeah, he's right.
I'm leaving out Dalvin Cook.
I'm going number 2. Nick Chubb.
He about to have the same shit.
And my nigga Najee Harris. I should have put him. I'm about to put him at number 4 for me.
I got you.
Number 3, Austin Eckler.
Get the motherfucker out of here.
Fuck that.
Austin Eckler gonna have more receiving yards than he does rushing.
Right. Yeah.
I don't care what you're talking
about. Nasty. I forgot about him.
Mine, I had Josh Jacobs at 1, Nick Chubb at 2, Saquon Barkley at 3.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, and I only feel that way because
you tried.
I don't think that. Yeah, no, I always try. I think Deshaun doesn't have the easiest transition into Cleveland, and they're going to have to use a lot more Nick than they did before. And you no longer have Kareem Hunt, so I feel like he's going to get his. Saquon's been trending upward for a while, so I got him, put him at number 3. And Josh Jacobs, he's just, anytime he's available, he's dominant. So there's no reason why he shouldn't be number 1. Now it's completely on y'all who we go next. Now I would like to go defense.
Top 3 defenses?
You want to go defense as a whole?
Or DBs and linebackers and DNs?
That might take too long. Where we at? Let me see where we at. Oh, we only had 1:20. So that's on y'all. That's on y'all. How y'all want to do
it? Let's do it.
What y'all want to start with?
Let's go DBs and like safeties and.
Now, when we do DBs, are we doing DBs and corners, or are we just doing? Are we breaking them down?
I like to break it down. It's a lot of different DBs and corners and safeties and stuff.
Okay, let's start with corner. Top 3.
I go Patrick Surtain. I go Sauce Gardner. And I go Jalen Ramsey.
Even with the injury? I mean, I do see him coming back. I just do think he misses some games. And I think that at the corner position, it's hard to make up missed games.
Yeah, okay, I'll get
I helped him out. I helped him out, but I'll let him.
I'm about to say before the injury, after I don't know. I feel like he'll be all right, but yeah.
They got him as number 36 in the top 100. CT, don't let Cliff fool you.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, it ain't about being fooled. We know that he would be on my list if it wasn't for his injury. But the fact that you're gonna miss a couple games.
The DB in Seattle, what's his name? He a rookie.
Woolen.
I'm going with him at 3.
Tariq Woolen.
He's like number 25. He's nasty.
All right.
I get you.
That is a good pick, though. No, I didn't have any pre-made for this.
Yeah, I mean, it's off the top.
I'm going Sauce at 1, though.
Yeah. That boy in Atlanta can play some defense, too. I forget his name.
Fuck. You asked me too quick, but I know I got it in here.
I like Denzel Ward, too. I forget about him.
Yeah, I don't know if I would put him up there, though.
Because fuck Denzel Ward.
Damn, I thought I could have swore I had that information on hand.
Bleak ass Buckeye. Motherfucker want to guard and shit.
I guess I don't have that on hand. But Sauce Gardner, Ramsey's out. I don't think Xavier's gonna have another year like he had 3 years ago. I'm going with Jair Alexander.
It's a good one.
Just stole mine.
Who's my 3?
You gotta go with young Pat Surtain.
That's my line.
I mean that's a safe that's a safe pick. That is definitely a safe pick.
Mine is the same one as yours, Cliff.
I don't want to do that though.
Well, put it down for me.
Okay, yeah, especially if you're going. So I'm a put Trayvon Diggs then.
Oh yeah, that's a good ass one.
Yeah, I'm putting Trayvon Diggs. So you got Sauce Gardner, Jair Alexander, Patrick Surtain.
Over Pat, man. Trayvon over Pat. Trayvon over man.
You heard what I said,
motherfucker. White too in Buffalo.
Play over Marshawn Lattimore. That's crazy.
Yep, that's exactly what I said.
But you ain't even have his brother in a. You got him in your top 3, but ain't even have his brother in your top 3. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's the better player, all around, position wise, whatever you want to say. Stephon by leaps and bounds.
Well, that's because he's been in the league longer. Give my niggas some time to cook.
Yeah.
Who you got, Q?
I got
Xavier Howard, Jalen Ramsey.
I can't put Jalen in there. Jalen's hurt.
I would love to put him in there though.
I got Jair Alexander.
At 1?
Yeah, at 1.
Okay.
I got Mount Boy Darius Slay at 2.
Ooh, you think Slay turning up?
Yeah.
And then I got Sauce at 3.
That's interesting.
I like that too.
Ho ho ho.
Jair, of course, is gonna stand out, especially being in the division he in.
That's why I had to put him at 2. And that's also why I put Diggs at 3. You know what I'm saying? When you got Surtain, like you in the AFC West and you, man, nah.
I'm not even fan. Yeah. He ain't got the favorable matchup all the time.
He's never gonna. He's never gonna. Maybe against Kansas City, but then you got that fucking sniper back there and Patrick Mahomes who says, I don't give a fuck who you could line up a fucking put a penguin at wide receiver. I'ma dot that motherfucker and he gonna sit on this bitch till it hatch, I promise you.
But they lost so many close games last year. Their defense was nice.
Listen.
Their offense was play like, oh man.
I don't got nothing else at the next. Where y'all want to go next?
For safeties?
We can go safety.
All right.
Both like strong and free, or
you just do 3 safeties, yeah, whatever.
Safety
which ones?
Yeah, safeties. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure they don't even know what they are now. They just play safeties. I go Derwin James.
Damn, you motherfucker, you a motherfucker, boy. Damn.
Fitzpatrick with the Steelers. Then I'm gonna go Justin Simmons with the Broncos. I like him back there.
Damn. And you said who? Justin Simmons?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't want to pick the same 2, but I also don't want to be wrong either.
Yeah, it's all good.
You still got Harrison Smith. He's a dog.
Buda Baker.
Still got Talona. I can't say his one guy from the 49ers.
Yeah.
Oh, he's nasty.
I could do mine.
Go, yeah, knock
do yours. Let me think on it.
My one is even though they team sorry as hell, I think he's gonna be the best thing on their team this year. Buda Baker.
Buda Baker.
Buda Baker.
Okay.
Then I got your boy Derwin James.
It's hard not to put him on there.
And then I got a little wrench. Since, you know, he gonna have to step up. Justin Poyer.
Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, Jordan Poyer. Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, you can go wrong with him.
Well, he was out last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was out the whole season.
He spent a lot of time out.
Mike
That's
is
a good
nice
pick.
too.
That's not a bad pick.
They didn't lose when he did play last year.
Let me think, man.
12-0.
Going Malk, you do yours?
I'm gonna do Minkah Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, and I'm gonna throw out what's his name? Fuck it, let's do Buda Baker. I think Buda comes back stronger than ever, ready to go.
Number 3, Steve. Yeah, he ready.
Buda gonna be out there. Well, he's on the fence.
I'm going Derwin. Derwin's definitely my number 1.
Dirty Derwin?
Mm-hmm.
Dirty Derwin?
Minka Fitzpatrick is definitely a good two, like CT said, but yeah, I'm gonna go Fitzpatrick at the two.
Pitty Patty.
Marcus Peters at number. I'm just playing. Let me see.
Marcus.
Let me see. Damn. I was just not ready.
He wasn't ready.
You know what? I might go with Tyron.
Who?
Matthew.
Okay.
For the Saints?
Yeah. Yep, I think he still got it in him. And I think he sat out last year.
Lost it after Tom Brady whooped his ass.
Nah, he still got it. I think he sat out last year. I mean, I know he played, but I don't think he, played.
That mentality then shifted.
Yeah, I'm going with the Honey Badger.
What, with the Saints?
Spell his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played last year.
Yeah, I know. I just said I think he sat out. Like he wasn't really. He wasn't as present. He wasn't as present as he could have been.
Telling you.
Present where? He was on the field.
Yeah, he was definitely on the field. He just wasn't. He wasn't what I expected of him, is what I'll say. Especially being home. You home now. Like you're home.
Yeah.
So
look at Dwayne Wade in Chicago when he went to Chicago. He was home.
I mean,
big mistake.
Wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all there.
No.
Where we go next, and then we might wrap it up. So we can go D-line. We can go. We might got time for D-line. Let's do D-line and linebacker, or linebacker and whichever way y'all want to go.
All right, we can do linebacker, D-line. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I got Fred Warner.
I knew he was about to say it.
Damn, I'm gonna have to put the other on the back. I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said. What was it?
Fred Warner. Raekwon Smith.
OJ Mayo.
The one in Buffalo, Matt Milano.
You said Fred Warner, Raekwon Smith,
and Matt.
Alfonso Alano.
And Matt Milano in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Crazy. Blasphemy.
He's a dog.
That's fucking wild.
That Fred Warner joint is something too, man.
Yeah, you gotta go Fred Warner, TJ Watt. And
TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking of JJ.
And I mean,
Fred Warner, TJ Watt, what?
A dark horse in there. My boy Will Anderson for the Texans, rookie.
Oh, we doing those? I thought they was.
Okay. You doing D-line?
I'm about to say he doing D ends.
I thought no. Is he a DN?
That's another reason why.
I did linebackers, like dudes that play the linebacker spot, not the DN.
Nah, no DNs.
That's what I'm saying. Is he not a line? That's what I'm asking.
Bosa.
You said Bosa.
I didn't say Bosa.
I mean, not Bosa. Who'd you say?
TJ Watt.
Watt.
Oh, they do have him as a defensive end.
Yeah, TJ is.
No, not TJ. TJ, they have him as a linebacker on here. They don't have him as a defensive end. Right.
I would have had him in mind, but yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they got him as a linebacker. I don't know what.
Okay.
was watching, but I got him as a linebacker on here. Yeah. Yeah, it says linebacker at number 27, top 100. So yeah, I'm gonna go Fred, TJ, and I'm gonna say Micah Parsons punk ass then. Put Micah on there.
I feel like he's a DN too, though.
Man.
Oh, listen, if y'all go to USA, I'll send y'all the link. Hold on.
I'm talking about middle linebacker spots. Like you put like these. If that's the case, can I change my
list? It has to
list?
be middle, but
Can I change my list? Because I did all middle linebackers.
Linebackers. That's what I'm saying. Like like this. Yeah, it's not linebackers. 3 different type of linebackers.
Some of those dudes is like D. They got them listed as DNs though, so that's why.
Well, I give y'all mine.
Who's yours?
I got shit. DeMario Davis.
At one?
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Saints.
Yeah.
I got Fred Warner. And who was my and Bobby Wagner.
Bobby.
What for the Seahawks?
Yeah. See, we did linebackers like that. I thought if we was gonna do DNs and shit, I would have been Micah and Warren.
But
hey, I'm old school, man. I know how to identify linebacker.
I'm trying to tell you,
Matthew Judon.
DN. That's not what they labeling them as.
These dudes getting sacks as like rushers, like.
I don't know where I'm at with it. I know I want Fred Warner in my one. I know that for a fact. Let me think. I do. Damn, man, I'm on stuck. I feel like Roquan Smith is I mean, I like him, but
Shaquille Leonard and
then he
Colts
just got that money too. We know how motherfuckers act once they get paid.
Shaquille Leonard.
Yeah, Matt Judon, Khalil Mack,
I like
Mario, Jay Mosley.
See, I consider Mack more of an edge as well.
Yeah, these guys got them labeled as linebackers on here.
Yeah, I consider Mack an edge as well.
Let's see what their positions are.
You can go with Kendricks for the Chargers. He nice.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna do.
That's interesting though. On Madden, they got Micah Parsons listed as a right defensive end.
Right.
But they got listed
different.
I don't got faith. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Judon, and then I'm gonna go Roquan Smith.
Judon probably but
TJ, they got him as a left outside linebacker. See, that shit's weird. It don't make no sense.
This shit positionless.
They just be making shit up these times, bro.
Now, do we do D linemen? Let's do D linemen in general. Or do you want to go D tackle, D end?
Yeah, D tackle, D end.
What?
A D line.
Stupid. It's because they different. Like,
I mean,
all mine will probably be niggas off the edge anyway. To be honest, because
yeah, I would have to do my research on the tackles immediately, and then well,
I can't think of too many
there's a
dominant.
Chris Jones, there's a Aaron Donald.
yeah,
Nah,
Chris Jones, of course, for the
There's a
Jets.
Fletcher Cox. There's a come on.
Aaron
Aaron
Donald.
Donald ain't no tackle.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a defensive tackle, Cliff.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm. He does the bull rush a lot.
The bull rush in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, you know what I'm saying?
No Raiders.
I guess that's right.
Like Cliff one of them that fucked up the list.
No
That
Carl
motherfucker,
Nassib.
cause that motherfucker be everywhere. I don't consider him no fucking tackle, just natural.
Yeah, Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, Dexter Lawrence,
He
Quentin
goes
Williams.
off the game plan, but when he comes in,
Quentin
he
Williams,
starts at that D tackle spot.
Quentin Williams.
the one off the Jets.
Yeah.
Quint Williams.
Yeah.
Another Williams on the Giants.
Grady Jarrett, DeForest Buckner, Jeffrey Simmons.
It's a beast in the line.
Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, Christian Wilkins. Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah.
There's some couple choices. That's probably be mine. I'll just go Chris, Aaron, Dexter.
Huh?
Yeah, defensive tackles.
Chris Jones, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. No, Chris Jones is on Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Hey.
I don't know why I was thinking.
Is he gonna play this year?
Hell yeah.
Last year, didn't he?
I mean, last time he was.
Who, Chris Jones?
Yeah.
Payday.
They finally paid
him.
Who did you say?
They finally paid him?
Aaron, hell yeah. Aaron Donald and then Dexter Lawrence. I'm about to look it up. I'm pretty sure he got paid. Aaron Donald and then Dexter Lawrence.
Lawrence for the Giants.
Yeah. Lawrence for the Giants. Yeah, he's a problem.
He's a problem, yeah.
Like, I ain't even gonna lie.
I like that Bama boy though, that Williams dude with the Jets. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Mine would probably be Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, and then the boy with the Jets.
Williams.
Yeah.
Alright. Fuck.
And Nick Bosa as well continue his holdout.
Yeah.
He's going back to practice, ain't he?
I don't know. They said that he has until the end of the week to agree to the current contract, or they're trading him to the AFC.
We'll take him.
Nope.
Yeah. San Francisco does great business.
Go on, come to Las Vegas.
That's cheating. They cheating for y'all, man. I've been noticed every trade they do is with y'all.
They do great business with Miami.
Oh, y'all need another running back here. Y'all could take him. I'm like, what? Y'all done traded every running back down there.
I'm doing Chris Jones, Quentin Williams, Aaron Donald.
Cool.
I like that.
I took a shot with Calais Campbell in Vegas, so I got him fourth.
I'll put that.
Calais Campbell in the Vegas.
Who you got, kid?
I gotta go Aaron Donald one, man. He just Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go number one. I want to put Chris Jones, but I can't. I gotta go Quentin Williams.
You sick after
the
season he just had last year.
They ain't agreed to terms yet. I'm not hopeful.
You know they bringing this man back.
And at number 3 is bias. Fuck what y'all talking about. He ended his hold in. He say he ready for the season. Christian Wilkins.
Who is he? Christian Wilkins?
Yeah, he ain't finna do shit.
Defensive tackle for the Dolphins. What is he talking about?
The dude, I knew that's who it was. Yeah.
Hey, Clemson.
No, Fletcher Cox. I should have threw my boys in there. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Well, you know, Christian is pretty good.
He is nasty. He
got tough sledding come October 22nd.
All right, top 3 defensive ends, and we'll wrap up with the hit the showers after that.
I'm gonna go Matthew Judon.
Is he listed as a linebacker or a DN?
Matthew Judon's listed as a linebacker on here.
He's a DN in my book.
That's why I felt as well, but when Mock said linebacker, that's also what I felt about Parsons. He was on my DN list.
Exactly, he's on mine.
Nick Bosa, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett sounds like a plan to me.
What about Reddick? I like Reddick with the Eagles.
I like him, but I can't
he
put him.
He was nuts last year.
I do like him though. I just not about them 3.
But yeah, I got Judon, Parsons, and Watt.
Okay.
Yeah,
who? TJ Watt?
Burns too. For Carolina. Man.
This nigga just picked all linebackers. This nigga just picked all linebackers.
Those DNs.
Listen.
Now y'all saying Michael Parsons is DN, right?
Yeah.
I guess, but Mock got him in his linebacker list.
He do what like Chubbs do with y'all. What y'all got Chubbs?
He do go back and forth though, because I remember he hurt his hand and all he did is line up on the D line last year.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Myles Garrett.
At 1?
Yeah.
Damn, how the fuck did I forget about him?
I was gonna say Max Crosby. Michael Parsons. Because I had him at the end.
You didn't go with Chubbs?
Nah.
Chubb?
I can't be real on that one, no bias.
I'm going with Max Crosby at my 1. Yeah, that's my 1. I'm going
Nick Bosa.
Yeah, I'm going Nick Bosa. Well, yeah, I'm going Nick Bosa at my 2. And then I'm going Chase Young at my 3.
What?
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be revitalized this year coming back for Washington.
That was good. Dark horse, man. So.
He's going to be the next Jadeveon Tommy. Watch.
Hell no.
Watch. All that hype. Jadeveon had all the same hype as Chase Young.
Jadeveon ain't come out like Chase did as a rookie, though.
At all.
Why not? Why didn't he?
What are you talking about?
Why did he?
I mean, he ain't do nothing, but
yeah, why did he? Chase Young was leading
Chase
shit for a while.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but he got hurt.
Right, but before he got hurt.
Like you said, though, you got to come out on top.
Right.
Yeah.
And my prediction this year is that he has a healthy season. Like I say, he's rejuvenated.
And he's back on top, huh?
And he continues that on top that he started as a rookie.
He just had a little, I believe it.
Chase Young's got some tough offensive lines in his NFC East, so he's got tough sledding as well, but I wish him luck.
It's all right. Ain't a lot of DNs running 4.3 40s out there.
That's fine.
And he probably got better and stronger, too, just being hurt.
Listen, I'm giving it to him. Other than that, since we did that little jump off, we're going to have to remember episode 200 at the end of the season so we can look back and check all the shits.
Put the stats next to the names.
Yeah, I ain't really had no news other than, Dougie P cutting his son.
Hit the showers, Noah Lyles.
Oh, man, you stole my city. Mr. USA.
Yep, hit the showers.
I agree. I know we had that conversation. I agree with him. I think it's getting real old for the NBA to be calling themselves world champions when you get beat by Nigeria and Spain and Argentina and all these places.
You don't.
What you mean, no, you don't?
We be spanking everybody.
What you mean, no, you don't? We've seen it. We just lost to Nigeria last year.
Did in basketball?
Yeah. Or the last Olympic, what's the name? Not last year.
Jason Tatum them won gold.
You said what?
Jason Tatum them won gold.
Yeah, they won gold. And if I'm being honest, that Nigeria loss was the what's it called? It was before the start of the technical tournament.
Oh, I remember what you said.
But it doesn't matter when it's other teams out there that are capable of beating you for whatever reason. You can't call yourself a world champion. And I understand the argument talking about, well, think about all the players that choose not to play because of the season. That doesn't change anything because the country is who chooses to represent it. If you got players that are willing to not represent the country because they rather get their bag, then that's separate from your specific team that's playing. Those teams are putting their best of the best up. If you're not putting your best of the best up and you lose, that's still a loss, my G. You are no longer a world champion.
I don't know. I look at it different. We got a lot of global players in the league now.
And let's keep it a buck. The NBA is a fraternity, right? And it's a fraternity that started in the United States of America, which means that all of the dog-ass international players don't make it in the draft every year. They select one or two that go to a team. It's more now. It's more now, of course, but either way, it's not a you get a handful a year. But how many players overseas, over all those players, are really capable of being in a league, but just don't get that because the league is based in the fraternity of the United States? Seller players that would be better on a bench than a lot of players we have currently on our benches that don't get to play. Because Americans want to see Americans. So I agree. You got to stop calling yourself a world champion because you're not that. You're an NBA champion, but you're not a world champion until the Olympics come around. And the only
I think
world
it's the
champions
best
are the
basketball
ones
league
that
in the world.
play,
So
not the motherfuckers that want a ring in the NBA.
Sound like hate to me.
Nah, it's the truth. Because you got to think, all the people that are saying that, what's the nigga's name?
And what's the dream for the world?
Lyles.
To come to the NBA.
But what's,
yep.
I'm sorry, what was his name out?
Noah Lyles.
Noah Lyles, Sha'Carri Richardson, all those motherfuckers battle the world every tournament they go to. They're battling the world. They're battling times. That's why they have a problem with it, because they are world champions. They are beating the world on a daily basis. But when you're just playing the teams that you've constructed within the confines of your country, you don't get to be arrogant enough to say you're world champions. That just doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, they can't apologize for being the best basketball league in the world.
No, that's different. Now, you can say you're the best basketball league in the world, but world champion is completely different. You are an NBA champion.
And I believe the best in the world plays in the NBA.
I agree as well. I agree as well. But if you're going to be as audacious to say that you're a world champion after every NBA finals, you better not lose to nobody out there in no motherfucking Olympics game. And I don't care who plays. I don't care if Steph sits out, LeBron. You better not lose to no one. And we do. So stop.
But they would lose to a player like Luka that's playing.
So why?
We lose to Spain. We lose to Argentina.
Why was there no mention of the World Series?
But Cliff, right now there is technically 120 players from 40 countries and 6 continents playing in the NBA.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay, I mean that's an okay thing, but it doesn't stop the fact that there's still a barrier stopping people from all. It's not like everybody in the world can join the NBA. It's only the select few that the NBA chooses to allow, is what I'm getting at.
I mean, but it's the 40 of the Masters, I would imagine.
But if you want to call yourself a world champion, open the NBA up to the world.
How do we know that they don't?
I think they do.
They open it up for world players. That's the difference. They open it up for world players. For certain players that they choose are worthy, they allow in the NBA. But it's not open for the world to join. It's a fraternity. That's what I was saying. You get chosen. You get elected to be involved. But you can't just send 50 niggas from Nigeria and Cameroon in the motherfucking NBA and be like, yeah, we got a squad.
I think it's one of those, if one wins, we all wins, though. Like, I think Serbia wins.
That's arrogant, though. That's what I'm getting at. That's arrogant to be like, yeah, we world champions, but we're not allowing the entire world involved. We're just allowing the ones we won. That's arrogant.
At the Olympics, though.
Right, and then that's when you become world champions. When they hang that gold medal on your neck, you have now become a world champion because you battled every country that was eligible to compete against you. But in the NBA, it's not that. It's just not that.
It is. It's just...
No, you're not. You're not. You're not. I guarantee you that every country doesn't exist in the NBA. You don't have one player from every country in the NBA. You know how I know why? Because Q's guy, what's his name? Not Vasquez, the dude that just got drafted this year, was the first Mexican to ever get drafted to the NBA. That happened in 2000, huh?
Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Yeah, Jaime Jaquez, exactly. First Mexican to ever get drafted in the NBA in 2023. Last person before him was Juan Toscano Anderson, and that was only Mexican descent. So when you talk about being represented on a world stage, the NBA does not do that. So you cannot call yourself a world champion if everyone from the world is not involved in it. And I'm not saying every person, I'm just saying every able-bodied person that can beat you. Think about all the teams that we do lose against. We just talked about Nigeria in the pre-tournament, in Argentina and Spain. It's hella motherfuckers on those squads that we never heard of. But they win. And they win against our second best. So if the people that we never heard of is beating our Paul Georges and our Carmelo Anthonys, then how the fuck can we win a ring in our own league and be like, we're world champions? It just seems arrogant, and that's us as a nation. Us as a nation is arrogant, so we do shit like that. And I'm not saying we should stop. Keep being arrogant if you really want to. But it's just not, it's not correct. You're not accurate in what you're saying. We know that. You can believe what you want, but we know the truth.
I'm just saying the white people call it World Series.
You're right. You're right. And that's another thing. How many times did the United States win in the Olympics? You get your ass whooped by Japan and all them spots. You get your ass whooped by them. But you call yourself a World Series champion in the MLB. That shit's weird. It's arrogance of our country. And that's why we now in a situation where we got to play yes man to China and all these other spots. Like, sure, we'll do that for you.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why he just can't shut the fuck up and accept the fact that it's better to be called an Olympic champion?
Because as a track star, every race isn't an Olympic race, but every race is a world race.
No,
so
it's not.
I'm a world, not everyone, but you know what I'm getting at. It doesn't have to be the Olympics for me as a track star to race against Jamaica and all. So I am a world champion because I, on a daily basis, battle the world. But you, on a daily basis, only battle the foreign players that are allowed on your American-made team. Doesn't make you a world champion. So I agree with him 1,000%.
He beat one. I don't understand it either.
I'm not even
one person from Japan.
I'm not trying to discredit his specific track. His track. He could be 0-63. But the difference is he's battling the world. That's the difference.
I mean, if they were worthy enough, teams like San Antonio, Sacramento, Cleveland would have found the motherfuckers by now. If they were great.
Oh, the other the
other motherfuckers in the world. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, but you gotta think, no, because the difference is we saw, what was that movie with Adam Sandler and Hernan Gomez? You know what I'm talking about, on Netflix, where Adam Sandler was down and the job kept demoting him. He was trying to be an assistant coach and they kept demoting him to be a recruiter, and he had to fly everywhere, and he was mad because he couldn't be with his family, and he had a daughter that was growing up.
I think I might have missed that one.
It's a good movie. You don't know what I'm saying? It's a good movie. But what I'm getting at is, in order for the American agent or recruiter to find these people from other places, they have to go fly there, and they have to go stay there, and they have to spend time there with that person and watch them over a series of games to see if they're not just as good as the first game they completed. That costs a lot of dollars that people aren't willing to give out. So if they can't see them visually, if a Nikola Jokic doesn't prove himself to be one of the top players in the world, you don't get viewed by the NBA. It just doesn't work that way. You could be good enough to be in it and never get seen ever in your life because the NBA is not willing to fly an agent to Cameroon to look at you. This isn't a Kevin Bacon Air Up There movie. You feel what I'm saying? This is real life. And we know that we operate off of capitalism, and I'm not going to spend more money to find something that may pan out. Go ahead.
Full of shit. You full of shit.
Why am I full of shit?
Social media era. You ain't got a flyer with no motherfucking mo.
You know how shit is.
Listen,
and beyond, and listen, let me trump you. Beyond social media era, we in the AI era. Motherfuckers can make themselves look like they doing anything they want. Motherfuckers want to see it. Let me see it myself with my own two eyes. I ain't trying to see LeBron James jump up above the backboard and dunk to a motherfucking Pop Smoke song. I'm trying to see, really, can this nigga ball? And the NBA is not sending people to the great lengths of the world to try to pull this talent in, so you cannot call yourself a world champion. I don't care what you say, you can't do it.
Well, the media has shown you they'll put the motherfuckers on TV.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, they'll try. But even, listen, how many motherfucking cameramen are willing to go to a lot of them places? It's a lot, listen, it's a lot of places in the United States of America that the police won't go to. You hear what I'm saying? So imagine some of the places in some of these third world countries where niggas has been balling all their life, but I can't get a person outside of my residence to come here because they scared of kidnapping. That's what I'm getting at, is it's a lot of people, a lot of places that are worthy of playing the game that don't ever get a look, but yet you call yourself a world champion.
I mean,
it's just weird. But I get it, though. You know, I get being an NBA player saying, like, yeah, that's the truth. But at the same time, your fuck ass chooses not to represent your country and collect your bag, though, don't you? So shut the fuck up. Because those people that are less than you, that went out there and represented the United States and lost, you don't get to say you better than them. Because hoe ass nigga, you choose to collect your check. You was a loser before it started. These niggas went out and played. And that's the facts. That's the facts. Think about Michael Jordan. Think about Charles Barkley. Think about David Robinson. Think about all those people that were on that dream team, right? Think about the all-star games that we used to see where people really played and there was almost fights between them. Now we're in an era where it's like, nah, I understand you need to get your bag. I need to get my bag. So don't play D on me. Just let me shoot. And now we're world champions with that attitude? Suck my dick, y'all niggas wild as fuck. Real talk. Y'all trying to put a wool over the consumer's eyes. Y'all wild as fuck for thinking that I would believe some shit like that. Y'all don't want to play because you want to get your money. But all these other places is putting their best out there, and their best is showing to be good enough to win, but you world champions. Why? Because you got the bread?
Okay, so it's the generation's fault then.
I mean, I think it's the generation's fault, but that also falls on the coaches, the management, the staff. Because because you're bringing in soft niggas that do this shit. Why would I ever bring in somebody that's not gonna play hard for me even in practice? So if you would play hard for me in practice, I know you would represent your country and take a pay cut and go out and get me a dub. But no, I'd much rather buy the unicorn that isn't worried about playing anytime they're not getting paid. I'm only playing when I get paid. And I'm not trying to put that on Wemby because we don't know him yet. But I'm just saying, that's the era we're in. We need the unicorn. We need the LeBron James, the 6'8" point guard style player that can run faster than everybody and dunk higher than everybody. But he ain't gonna play for the national squad. You may get him 1 year out of 20. Meanwhile, you got Jordans that are like, oh, it's all-star time. I'm going to risk injury to show you ain't better than me. And then you ask yourself why they got to call themselves world champions. Because they proved it. They proved it. Y'all didn't. So shut the fuck up. And let the track stars have this one. Because they deserve it.
Bron got 2 gold medals. Don't do him.
You got 2.
Man, I just want to know what happened.
Wait, Q. To put that in perspective, he has 2 gold medals. He's played in the league for 20 years, which means he's been around for 5 Olympic Games. Why is it that you only played in 2 out of 5? Because you want your bag, G. Because that's the country we live in. Get your bag before you represent.
I think they just came in second one year.
No, you might be right. So he may have played in 3 out of 5 and just lost 1. But that's another reason to my point as to why you can't call yourself world champions. Either way, you're fucked.
They want us to win them all to call ourselves world champions.
That shit weird. It's weird. And that's why we now in a place at the country where everybody looking at themselves stupid as fuck. Like, oh, you broke? You broke too? I thought that this was the greatest country to live. I thought we was, yeah, it all talks about it. It's all related.
Yeah. Got so much money we broke.
You hear me? You hear me though? You hear me? You got motherfuckers that's making an 1/8 of what the motherfuckers, a 16th of what the motherfuckers in the league is making, paying their life savings to go see a game. That's where we're at. Just so they can pull the wool over our eyes and make us think we seeing the greatest spectacle on earth. We world champions here. I'm clowning now, you know what I'm saying? It is the best. You're going to get the best entertainment from a basketball perspective here than anywhere else. But you're still pulling wool over my eyes, bitch. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool them. Not me.
Tell Noah to go find the best in the world to play them boys since he keep opening his mouth. I just want to know what fucking bar they was at and they got into it and what the fuck happened.
You talking about Noah the dude, the college dude, Florida? Was it Florida?
No. I want to know what happened to make Noah feel this way.
You talking about the track?
Did somebody
because he a track star and he like, damn, I just won. Though, and ain't nobody talking about me, but you calling yourself a. That's why.
That's some hater.
Because you could be the best track star in the world and never make 1/4 of what the NBA make, but you battling the world. That's why.
I was gonna say, I mean, that nigga making 25 to 30 mil a year without endorsements counted in. So like, why the fuck?
But a lot of that, let's keep it a buck. A lot of that is NIL money because he ain't getting paid that because they're paying him that.
No, I ain't talking about Noah. Fuck that nigga. I'm talking about the NBA players.
Oh.
They're making all they goddamn. Why you talking?
Yeah, certain shits like track, like wrestling, like all that. You could be the best in the world at it, and you still won't make the bread that you really deserve to make. Real talk.
Should have hooped.
It's wrestling stars that were the best in the world that are now coaches. Because there's no money in it. There's no. And are you WWEing? Is it fake? Is it fake? Do I hit you with a chair? I'll watch that, but I don't care about real. That's where we are. That's where we are as a country. And now, motherfuckers get to call theyself whatever they want to call theyself, and people just gotta accept it. Nah, G, not this, not this. Not sports.
They've been doing that in the league. Yeah, you act like that's gonna stop it.
It's not. No. It's not. But I just don't want to hear a motherfucker argue why you the best, and we ain't ever seen you on an Olympic team in your life. When have you ever represented the country? But you the world champion and you arguing why they're wrong? Shut the fuck up.
A lot of the, especially in high school, them kids play USA basketball and stuff. So it's a lot of kids like they get the rep.
Nah. That's like a charge when you're below 18. That's expunged from your record. I don't care if you played USA ball when you was in high school. We talking about now when you can really represent. If you ain't done that,
Younger Jamal when he was on Canada, like what's the difference? Like,
I respect that more. I respected the fuck out of when Kyrie said, I want to play for the Australian team and beat the United States. That's somebody that has pride in where they're from, and I want to prove that I'm good enough. And I respect that more than a motherfucker who's like, I'm not going to play in the Olympics because I could get hurt and that might ruin my bag. Then don't call yourself a world champion, my G. You're an NBA champion. But you're not a world champion. It's just that. That's just it. It's just not. It's not. I mean, I don't see how you can argue it. It's just that.
A lot of little kids grow up in different countries wanting that NBA trophy.
Right. So now I can never be me as a kid who grew up in fucking Croatia. Can never be a world champion because I didn't make it to the NBA.
Or if you did and you won a championship, you can't say you're a world champion.
No, like, you're an NBA champion, but you're not a world champion.
What?
World means you beat people from around the world to get this. That's what the track stars are trying to explain. I'm beating people from around the world to get this. The NBA is beating the fraternity, the people that they allow in their organization, but they're not beating people from around the world. That's factual. That's a factual statement.
I disagree.
I don't see how.
The game
just because you produce the best entertainment does not mean you're the best in the world until you beat the world. And you only get an opportunity to do that every 4 years, and you have still fallen short. So how are you a world champion? That's the question. Because you're not. You're just calling yourself that. And without getting us canceled, while getting us canceled, you're a trans champion. That's what you are. You're a trans world champion. You identified yourself as that, but that doesn't mean that that's what you are.
I think it'll always be world championship, NBA.
Nah. But, I mean, that's here nor there. Hit the showers regardless. Because Smoke said so at the end of the day. But, to be honest, I guess if you got to hit the showers, I got to hit them with you. Because I agree. I just hope Sha'Carri in that motherfucker.
Nope. Get the strap on.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
What is she doing the fucker?
Oh, no. I shouldn't have said the C word. I thought I was throwing. This nigga throwing. Who's in the showers? These is all jokes.
Right.
The views and opinions expressed on the show don't represent all of the bullshit.
Well, my hit the showers go to Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley, why? Because he got where did he's at? He's at
he got the X. That's where he at.
Where was he last? It wasn't Baltimore.
No, we was talking about it Giants.
He was in New York?
Yeah.
I remember he got traded somewhere weird.
Yeah. He ain't traded nowhere right now.
He didn't have no business. He came back to play with Buffalo. You allowed him back to play with Buffalo. So you thought he was just gonna come back and be a completely new player?
I don't know.
Listen, so I get it. Shit, Cole, Cade, you hit him with him.
Mines go to Doug Peterson, and his son was on the team, but they cut him, and now I seen today they put him on the practice squad. So it's crazy you do that to your kid. You could have let him.
I agree with Doug.
Yeah, man, cut that motherfucker. He don't deserve to be on the practice squad.
I don't care if you came from my nuts or not, nigga. You knew what this took. Did you not know what this took? It's a lot of niggas working harder than you out here. You think I'm supposed to be able to keep you on the squad just because you came from me?
Man, he's supposed to have him on the sideline.
Nah, G, this ain't the way it works. We don't work in insurance. I can't just put you on the payroll and people don't ask questions.
The jersey fails with the Peterson on the back.
Fuck, if you ain't willing to work, you ain't playing. I'll see you at Thanksgiving.
Doug don't need to hit him. Josh needs to hit him.
You hear me? You hear me?
Shit.
And since y'all was stealing my predictions for positions, go on, Josh, hit the shots. Go hit him.
I hate you, Dad. I hate you. No.
Listen, that don't got nothing to do with Pops. That's all on you, my G.
You draft me just to cut me?
If you can't make it on a squad where your Pops is the head coach.
Perry's son, Brad, a couple years ago.
You put me on the practice squad.
You said who?
That's like the JV.
Brad Calipari.
I think I did hear that.
But this is a 53-man roster. I can't get a spot.
No. No, motherfucker. You was at the back of the pack when everybody's running laps. No, you can't.
This is a 53
I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. Get the fuck off my tape.
It's just that simple. I'll see you at Thanksgiving.
I'm only doing everything that you taught me.
I did what your mama
that ain't it. Because you can teach a motherfucker. You can lead a horse to water all you want.
How did I get this far if he made it that far to get on the team and then y'all cut me?
Maybe you just don't got it in you, G. You don't got that extra push to go over the top. But I'm watching niggas that are pushing over the top every day, and you ain't one of them. Who had to break the news to him? I will. I will.
He said, "I will."
Right, like I'll let you know.
Hey son, how you doing? Good.
It was a come in my office type.
Oh no, it ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that. I'm just gonna text you. Bring your iPad.
Your mom like, you talked to your dad yet?
No. As soon as you see that bring your iPad text, you already know what the deal's about.
His social media got the blowing up after that.
Bring your iPad and your equipment.
Now, honey, he's still your father. Don't be too upset.
Listen, and then by the time you walk into the office, I shouldn't even have to say anything. I should just be able to put my hand out and you just place the iPad and your shit in my hand. You know what that text means. You didn't work hard enough. That's not on me. I can't work for you. That's on you.
To the practice squad, though, went from the blue jersey to the...
But we know he was undrafted in 2020. He wasn't getting... We just thought he was just going to magically be a starter on Jacksonville? Is that what we thought? We didn't think that he wasn't going to end up being on the practice squad before this?
We thought he was going to LeVar Ball and just throw him in.
Listen, my guy Cade York was just the top kicker the year prior, 2022, and he is now on the practice squad.
No games.
This is a cutthroat game. You don't get to just stay here. You have to work for your place every day. And motherfuckers don't understand it. And that's when they end up being practice squad. You get the big holes in your jersey. You know what I'm saying? You get the thick holes. We get to see your shoulder pad brand through your jersey.
The number 99 and shit.
You hear me? But shit, it go like that. Yeah, hit the showers. That's mine. For Q took it from me, so blame him.
What did he say?
He told Josh Peterson to hit the showers. He
No,
me.
that was me. You gave Q my credit.
CT.
Oh, is that right?
he said it.
Is that right?
Still getting names wrong.
I swear. I could tell the way his voice said that he was wrong. Like, he said he told me anything.
Yeah, I thought I heard that. Well, Q was the last person that I heard say it, so I just gave him the credit.
You made me forget what Q even said.
Mount,
no.
You, for the defensive for the linebackers, you said Fred Warner, T.J. Watt, and who? Micah Parsons, right?
Yeah, but they don't got him. That's just, I don't like how they. So I'll just say, shit.
And I wasn't asking you that like to try to get you to change. I was just asking because I didn't write it down.
What's that one for the Jets? He's nasty.
I mean, I guess I'll go with Roquan. Yes.
Oh yeah, Roquan. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. But I want to say, but Von Miller's on. He's an edge rusher, ain't he?
Yeah. But you know he's old now. He was linebacker, but
that shit is so weird how they do it now.
I swear, they've messed the game.
The game go. Does anybody got anything to take us out this bitch?
Everybody gave their hit the showers.
We all gave one this week.
Mm-hmm.
Tough.
And CT made it through the whole show. Let me find out.
Like this
ain't
my
that
first
some
time
shit, man? Hold up.
I'll be on the clock trying
my
to make
nigga,
the show.
you right, and you get peas for that.
He shows dedication.
But you on the West Coast.
3 hours. What is it? CT about to be 7 o'clock?
Right.
Legit. 7.
It's about to be 10 o'clock here. And this motherfucker be the first one skating at 5:30 trying to hit happy hour.
Well, yeah, here we go.
I had to go to that Wiz last week.
Yeah,
so
I meant to ask how it was. How was that?
Big smoke out.
How it's supposed to be.
Right.
Man.
How it's supposed to be.
It was
but
great,
yeah,
man.
That's what's up. Do anybody got anything to take us out?
See y'all at the draft on Sunday.
See y'all in the Super Bowl, Philly.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you that too. That money, Mal. Got you.
Yeah.
No, yeah. For all my shower heads out there, we will be giving a bonus episode. We'll be doing a show on Sunday for the fantasy football draft. So tune in. I know it's late. That's why we did it, right? Because we didn't want y'all to steal our motherfucking picks.
Fucking right. Gotta pay for these.
I'm doing my studying this over the next couple of days.
You better. Just make sure you... Never mind.
Like Deion Sanders said, we coming this year. I gotta win.
Yeah. We heard with CT. We seen some of these picks you didn't put out here. The motherfucker.
Hey, you seen a lot of names.
This nigga said Tony Pollard at 3 on the running back list. The fuck, we know what you said out here. We ain't worried about your draft.
I'll make sure I go grab Chase first.
You gonna trade him anyway, motherfucker. So let's get to it.
I'm gonna go grab Jamar Chase so we can have a stupid year.
But to all my shower heads, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell that nigga to troll. We'll see y'all Sunday. It's a holiday coming up too, so everybody get y'all's drinks and y'all's food ready. We in this bitch. But we out this bitch.
So, y'all be safe. I'll see y'all boys.
Yep. I'll get with you.
All right.
We out.